let's move on to Barstool in college wrestling. So Jersey Jerry, friend of the show, he has, to put out his first piece of content with Barstool involving Rutgers. He went out to Rutgers. They filmed this a little while back. But ultimately, Jersey Jerry posts this clip from, I believe, the Yak, where he kind of wants to call out Dave. Apparently, Dave has been not so receptive to Jersey Jerry doing college wrestling. Dave Portnoy doesn't really believe ultimately that it's a big move for Barstool to make. So Jersey Jerry has kind of gone rogue and trying to prove to the Stoolies or the Barstool or the people he works for that college wrestling needs a place at Barstool. So go ahead and play this clip. This is a clip between Jersey Jerry, who is a commentator or personality at Barstool Sports, and this is a podcast that they do called The Yak, where KB, Kyle Bauer, who is another Barstool employee who wrestled at West Virginia state champion. Sorry, no, he's from
Ohio.
He's from West Virginia state champion. He wrestled at Kent State. So KB is from the wrestling world. He's put out wrestling content in the past, but ultimately, here's this exchange.
What's your take on Dave? Because I'm kind of fed up with him, but he's like, yeah, wrestling. It's
Hey, Portnoy?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever, wrestling. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it is, though. I think
Yeah?
it's at its best for the fans, but not attracting new ones.
I don't think you can blow it up like
boring.
Mincy
Too
does?
boring. They need a step-out rule or something. That's that.
All right, pause it. Yeah, I mean, that to me is like, that is a tale as old as time when it comes to like wrestling fans in general. You have half the wrestling fans that have KB's take, which is like, hey, it's a niche sport. That's okay. Let's just be niche. We don't care. Like if other people don't like it,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's that.
Mhm.
And then you have Jersey Jerry, which is more optimist, newer to the sport, right? So hasn't been around as much. So he has recently discovered what he sees to be is this great sport, right?
Mhm.
So he says, well, other people should like this too, not fully aware that other people may or may not be into it as much.
Right.
And KB is kind of funny, and he's like drops a very like detailed very detailed thing on him, like, well, they need to step up, like something.
It's boring and it needs to step out.
Yeah, but it's like to the layman, they
Yeah.
have no clue what a step out means. I think Jersey Jerry's looking at it from the perspective of like
Support
support.
from KB.
And
you can-
KB's just like,
yeah.
I think you're wrong. I think I agree with Dave in that it's always going to be a small sport, because KB's been around the sport for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So he ultimately knows, like, he's seen things like this come and go before.
Mhm.
So he kind of knows how it goes. And like, maybe we were guilty of that too in the beginning of like really trying to take it to the next level. But I think that Jersey Jerry should keep doing this kind of stuff. And even though the numbers for college wrestling was down, seems to me that most people are finding out about wrestling these days through MMA. And they're seeing MMA storylines happen. And I believe that the more that MMA starts to skyrocket, the more that jiu-jitsu starts to skyrocket, combat sports in general start to skyrocket in their participation numbers. Ultimately, hopefully, wrestling can come up with those. Even if we're slower growing than those other sports, I would like to see wrestling get elevated along with those other martial arts.